Hello everybody, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from the Queen of Passive Spotting Maps, Malinovka Standard Mode West Spawn. We're in the North American server with Dark Ninja in his Luchs. 2 scouts on the enemy team, 3 on his, 3 artillery apiece, and enemy team is mostly heavies and TDs. His team has a couple mediums thrown in the mix. So it's always a spotting war here. Team with the best scouts and the best support wins the battle most of the time. Important to scout down south and also have hopefully a couple people go up north and contest the hill. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. So right away there 5916 is trying to move up and get a good spotting location, but he gets lit up by Dark Ninja, and now it's up to his team to take this guy out before he causes too much damage. Can't really go over there after him, because if you do, you're going to die. You have to just keep him spotted and let your team shoot him, or either kill him or drive him back out of that location.
Ready to fire. Target released.
So now back to this at 5916. He decides to take shots and back out, but I don't think he got spotted. He did the wise thing running though, because you can't afford to wait 3 seconds to see if your sixth sense is going to go off. You just have to shoot and run. Now he's going to go move in against the 5916 building. Oop, 37 coming across the pond. He shoots him because if you let him get up into here, he's really a pain in the ass to get out of there, and he can cause your team a lot of damage. So fortunately, somebody else was able to take him out. I think the Oni is going to go up there and force the 5916 to move, but that's risky because he's going to run into a lot of opposition. Oh, and there's the Tog too. There was the Tog too. Tog in a bog, he's gone. 5916's retreated to the other side of the pond. Hardly ever a good idea to run a heavy up the middle in the early stages of the fight. You normally don't get away with it for long. Every time the 5916 tried to spot, he got lit up by Dark Ninja, so he's retreating again. And I'm guessing he's coming over here to go up into D5 or 6, or maybe run the water and move down the E7 ramp, obviously. That poor 5916 just isn't having any luck. Other than he's still alive. He could well be dead by now. Go. Passive spotting gets another kill. Oh, there's the grill. He's going to shoot at this guy, I bet.
Target unlocked.
Maybe not, but I'd take him out right now.
Penetration. Enemy
Then
vehicle
run and
destroyed.
just reposition. Oh, he may go back right up here. It's just, when you got a sure already kill like that, you just got to take it.
Target acquired. Let's find another target.
So he's just inching up from bush to bush. In the world of passive spotting, it's called bush hopping.
Ready to fire. Where'd they go?
.152 is moving away from him, but he has the Hellcat off to the right a little bit. So he may just be content to spot. If he fires, the Hellcat's probably going to see him. He doesn't really have anybody but the 3 already capable of hitting that guy. The Churchill 1 should really be coming across the middle now. But he's not. T-37's asking the Churchill 1 basically, why are you still back there? Get over here and do your job. 37's in great position to do his job once the heavy support arrives. There's a TD here, there's a TD back in here somewhere. 5916 was last seen over here, but he's probably south. There he is. Probably behind the
Penetration. Penetration.
along with another of the Arties. Churchill finally gets the message and starts coming across the middle. Sometimes you just gotta send people formal invites or they never figure it out.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemy armor is damaged. Ready to fire. Penetration. Enemy is hit. Enemy
Oh, ram him. Just ram him. Oh, somebody took him out. Now he can use him to hide from the 152.
Enemy's hit. That one bounced. Ricochet.
Artie's trying. There we go. Artie takes him out to end the game. Final score here, he gets 189 damage and 1 kill. That's way off. I wrote that down wrong. He had 727 damage and 1 kill. I think. I may have the wrong stats here. 5,090 assisted damage with 9 spots. Earned 38,200 credits. And he was awarded 2,430 XP. Survived the fight, got a scout and patrol duty as well as fire for effect and bruiser mini medals. Gives him a battle score of 2,090, which puts him into 12th place on the Luchs list. Now I'm going to have to go back and check out the damage because I have written down something different than what it shows. So maybe it was a little bit more than that. We'll see. It'll show up correctly on the website because I'll go figure it out and correct it. He went up to the initial bush here. 5916 pulled up in a counter position, so he couldn't really go more forward than E4. And he helped take out a couple tanks over in here. 5916 get tired of being spotted, retreated across the pond. And once these tanks cleared out a little bit, had a heavy come down here and blow up. He ran across and started spotting up from here, lit up the F-5916 again. It seemed like no matter where the 5916 went, Dark Ninja was there to light him up. So it must have been a frustrating battle for the enemy scout driver because he never really got to move forward and do anything. T-37 moved down here to help provide spotting support across the base here. Unfortunately, the heavy didn't catch on to what was going on until at the very end of the fight. But they were able to prevail without it because Dark Ninja kept providing excellent spots for them. And except for the Churchill, everybody else was pretty efficient in shooting what was being lit up. At the end, he helped take out the Hellcat and then hid behind it until the 152 died. Once again, very straightforward battle in terms of scouting, but it lets you see that even after you go past this initial obvious bush to use, that you can use other bushes around the map and continue in your passive role through the middle and end stages of the fight. A lot of people seem to overlook that aspect of scouting. You know, you read a lot of the advice and they'll say passive first and then try to deploy your gun in the middle and end stage. But the best scouts are always going to be aware that every tool in their bag of tricks should be available at any time. Whenever the opportunity presents itself to perform any particular scout role, jump into it if it's going to help your team. He could have gone nuts at the end and run around and tried to shoot people, but he had multiple opportunities where he could just passive and let his team take him out for him. Keeps him alive, keeps him continuing to help his team, and overall it lets him get more damage in the long run, because if he tries to lone wolf it, he's going to get killed, and that's the end of him gaining experience and credits. Whereas when he can spot, when he pulls up and spots and lets his allies get the damage, that lets him stay alive longer. And if you do that battle after battle after battle, you'll find out that being willing to passive later in the battle ends up keeping you alive longer, and it yields more credits and XP in the long run. Doesn't mean don't shoot, but it means instead of risking hit points, if the opportunity presents itself to let your allies do the damage for you, then let them do it. You end up in the Hall of Fame. From Malinovka, Standard West, Dark Ninja, passive spotting a lot, shooting a little, and his team ends up with an easy win. Happy hunting.